I want to go across to Mr. N. Vittal. He's a former Chief Vigilance Commissioner. You're one of the few persons, Mr. Vittal, who came out a few days ago and defended Mr. P.J. Thomas. Why do you believe that this man is of impeccable integrity and that he is entitled to hold this post of Chief Vigilance Commissioner?
I made the statement because I take a larger view of overall view of this whole season of scams, because CVC's case is a case which has focused attention on the possibilities of a solution to the problem we are in. In the last 6 months, we have seen every sector of the public life, including media and sports, being affected by this, and even the sacred cows like the judiciary and the defense forces also have been involved. So in this all-round failure of corruption, season of scams, I look upon it as a case of a multiple organ failure of governance. In a way, the society, our body politic is like a human body. So when a multiple failure of organization takes place simultaneously, then there has to be some correction. You see.
No, but Mr. Vittal, how does that absolve? How does that absolve Mr. Thomas of his misdoings? The fact is, there was a pending charge sheet against him. The government was aware of this.
My simple answer is this: that today, all that the media you are debating day to day is on the issue of what is propriety, what is proper, what is ethical, what is moral on one side, and also what is the legal one.
Okay.
Because unfortunately, in our system, ultimately it is what is legal that is going to prevail, and not what is moral or ethical or proper. That is why you are having the cases of tainted ministers and all that, where people So if you want to move from propriety to this thing, if you want everything properly to be done, you need a legal position.
Okay.
Now, what is happening?
Sorry, I want to get your reaction in as the original petitioner in the 2G Spectrum case, and we know that Mr. Thomas's role as the Telecom Secretary also was not above board. Do you believe, now that the Supreme Court is monitoring this probe and the CBI is investigating this, and as CVC, Mr. Thomas can monitor this probe, do you think he is an impartial person to be appointed as Chief Vigilance Commissioner?
No, certainly not, because I think this whole procedure of his selection smacks of rigging, if you ask me, because I've participated in a number of appointments when Chandrasekhar was Prime Minister, and I know that the Home Minister the Home Ministry would prepare a complete dossier before you took a decision. Now, if this was not placed there, the question arises as to why it was not placed there. And I think it looks as if there was a predetermination that Mr. Thomas should be made CVC. And therefore, he is now under a cloud. And I think whatever may be the legal points which Mr. Vittal says very correctly, it's not a moral question we are at. The fact is that Mr. Thomas's position is completely undermined, and he doesn't inspire confidence.
But when you say, I'm asking about a point. No, I'm asking a point that you made. When you say it smacks of rigging, the process of his selection smacks of rigging.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Yes, because they have obviously, unless the minutes of the whole meeting are made public, from what I've heard the Attorney General say, it appears to me that they have deliberately withheld some information, and that it required the leader of the opposition to say that she had heard that this was there and they should find out. Now, how can the Home Ministry have submitted this? I would place the blame squarely on the Home Ministry, because it is the Home Ministry's duty to prepare the papers for the Appointments Committee.
You have not allowed me to explain the stand I took, because I mentioned about Thomas having had a good career, and the matter is before the court, the court's decision is final. The point I was coming to was, this case is going to strengthen the CVC as an institution, because thanks to the Hawala case, it is the Supreme Court Justice Verma's judgment of December 1997 that laid down the condition under which first there should be a committee consisting of the Prime Minister, Home Minister and the leader of the opposition, and they should select a person, and finally the conditions of service of CVC are such that only one term of 4 years is given, and after that term he is permanently debarred from any temptation of occupying any office of profit or a constitutional post.
You've made your
there. Now today,
you made your point, Mr. Patel. I'm going to come back to you. Just give me a moment.